Here we have a vintage 1994 Coach station bag in British tan leather. It's a really gorgeous bag. It was extremely dry when I got it. It had quite a lot of scratches on it. The interior was actually super clean. It just needed a little bit of a brush out. The hardware was looking dull. I removed all of that. The little tag was looking a bit worse for wear as well. Some of the hardware, of course, on the station bags you cannot remove, like this one at the top here. So I just left it in situ there. And once I had removed the hardware, I'm just removing the verdigris buildup. There was quite a lot of it from all the little nooks and crannies in the leather of the bag. Just doing that with a toothpick and getting rid of it. Bit of a painstaking process, but it was fine. And I'm using an easy comb here just to brush out the inside, that suede interior there. It was really clean, as I said. It just needed a bit of a brush up to get that pile nice and high and clean there. There was a little pocket inside as well, and just stuffing the bag here to get it ready for cleaning process here. I'm using saddle soap and some water. You can actually immerse these bags in a solution of something like Castile soap and water if you want, if they're really, really dirty, especially if they're dirty inside. I chose not to do this because the interior was pretty clean. Just brushing up the hardware, rubbing up the hardware here with some Brasso. That works really well. Just to get that initial verdigris and patina off. You can see how dirty the cotton pad is that I'm using. It was pretty dirty, and just rubbing it up with a microfiber cloth afterwards. And then I went ahead and went in with the nail block that I use for brass. You use all four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, just as they are indicated on the nail block, and it brings the brass up to a really high shine, a really high finish, really nice finish on that. And then I went in with the saddle soap and some water. The bag wasn't absolutely grimy and revolting, but it did have quite a lot of staining on it. And so I just wanted to even out the color. You'll see with the bag, there is quite a lot of veining in the gloved hand leather. That is totally normal. It does darken when the bag is wet, and that is fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the glove tanning process does that, and it will dry out to that really nice, even British tan finish when it is dry there. But you'll see quite a lot of veining there, and I just went in and did the handle and all those little nooks and crannies where it was where dirt can accumulate in the bag, the little pocket there. That was pretty clean, but I just wanted to clean it anyway. And the outside of the bag, all of those corners, all of the piping, and just cleaning off the excess product with a microfiber cloth as I go before it dries into the leather. And that will ensure that you get a nice even finish and there's no residue on the bag when you finish with that process. Yeah, just making sure that I get all that piping, all of those little bits near the hardware where I can't remove the hardware there, and just leaving the bag to dry. And while I did that, I just cleaned the straps. It has a nice crossbody strap with some very solid brass hardware on the ends there, and the little tag as well, the Coach tag. I'm also treating there as well, and making sure that I wipe off all the excess product as well. And then I went in with some CPR leather cleaner and conditioner. It does clean and condition. This bag, as I said, was really, really dry, and it actually needed another moisturize after I did this initial one. And I went in with a different product. I went in with an Oakwood leather conditioner, which is a little bit more waxy, and you can actually get that in Australia from Woolworths. And it was just so dry, it just needed another go with something else. So I chose the waxier moisture of the Oakwood to finish it off, but just making sure that it just gets massaged in as well as can be. We have to remember that leather bags are skin, leather is skin, and it does need moisturizing. it is an organic product. And so if you do have leather bags, cleaning and conditioning them every couple of years or every season, depending on how much you wear them, is a really good thing. And it really will make the appearance of your bag just last a lot longer. It'll make it newer for longer, and it really will give you longevity for your bags, especially high-end bags like this one. This one's from 1994, so it's been around for a while, and it just deserved a little bit of a brush up. Here I am reburnishing the edges of the strap and the little tag with some Tokonol, which is a burnishing gum, and also my Dremel with a burnishing tool on it. And this just seals that edge of the leather and shines it up. I did that on the tab of the bag as well, off camera, and the edges of the strap, and just putting all of the hardware back on. It's really easy to remove hardware on the vintage Coach bags. They just have little prongs that you can pull up with a flat blade screwdriver and push back again with either pliers or a screwdriver. And it doesn't take too much effort, and it looks just good as new. Look how shiny and beautiful that looks. Just with the pliers, just popping it back into the little grooves in the leather, little holes there, and the base plate. And it's really not a difficult thing to do that at all. And it just means that you can take away that verdigris and renovate your bags whenever they need to. And it's a really great thing. So here she is, all shiny and buttery soft, really beautiful bag. There's still a little bit of variation in the color, which is totally fine. She's an old gal. It's cool. It's character, and I just think she looks beautiful. She's so nice and soft now, and she's ready for her next adventure, wherever that may be. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below.